And going off, I guess to go farther with these skills, we're not really teaching very well anymore. When I mentioned the lack of reading, I mean, I can rattle off 100 more right there. We don't teach them how to use the index in books anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We don't teach them how to use the Dewey Decimal System anymore.
Nope.
Even with, I know people are going to say, oh, it's more digital in libraries these days. I go, yes, but they still need to know how to find things. And we don't teach them that even in databases either. Online databases, we don't teach them that really how to use it. We'd say that it's there. We don't teach them how to use it. And then also, we don't teach them how to identify bias in what they're reading.
That's true.
As well. We do. We teach it, but kids latch onto headlines. They latch onto very basic things, and they're not really reading as in depth as they used to. I remember even my last year when I was teaching English, everything was just so surface level with the standards. Standards-based education has gotten to the point when everything we do, it's so hard to get in depth with it anymore. We don't really get into the nitty-gritty of tone and bias. And let's be honest, you can't read tone in a text message. But going back to the public speaking thing, if we're going to teach them how to do public speaking, they need to know how to use tone,
right,
and understand how the way they come off. Because at a job interview, you don't want to come off rude,
right? And in an email either, right?
Or they don't know how to temper that because we don't teach it.
That's true. A lot of students do that too, especially when they're starting an email and they want you to check on a grade or something. And
there's another one, how to write a letter.
Yeah, absolutely. And they can get really aggressive, and they really don't mean to, but they come across like that. Why isn't my grade da 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 da? Whoa, slow down. What do you mean?
I had so much of that my last couple of years.
Yeah. And then, it's really funny because you were saying that there's a lot of things missing. And one of the things that I think is really important would be financial algebra. I just think that needs to be a course that's given in school, and it should be a required class. Beyond any other kind of algebra, I'm not saying you shouldn't learn algebra. I'm not saying geometry is not important. These things are cool. But I just think that everybody uses financial algebra. And it's something that the students, when they take the class and you say, well, here's what you're doing, this has to do with money, I think that they would be kind of pumped by that. Now, people like to say economics class kind of does that, but it doesn't.
No, that's theory again.
It's theory. It's not using it. It's a utilization
it's talking about supply
situation.
And demand, not how to balance a checkbook.
Right. Now, supply and demand can work in reality. You can show that in an economics class. Great. But if you're working with real numbers in financial algebra, it's a different situation. And I just think that's something.
Again, by senior year, it's way too late anyway.
It's too late. It's too late.